Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to your stimulus package update and daily news report for Thursday, April 7th. So we have a lot of stuff again that we need to get to. Here's what I can tell you. There is more stimulus that is coming, but again it's not coming from the federal level. A lot of people keep on asking, are we going to see stimulus checks on federal level? The answer at this point is most likely no. We're probably not going to see stimulus checks. There's still a high likelihood that we do not see an extension of the child tax credit payments. I don't think we're gonna see any additional relief for people that are currently unemployed because, well, we are considered right now in one of the hottest markets as far as jobs. There's so many openings, there's so many possibilities, and yet every single unemployed person could go and get and pretty much pick, because for every single unemployed person, there's 4 to 5 jobs. So it's a huge number. But let's get to the update, because here's what we know. New Mexico's legislators just approved $500 stimulus payments to their residents. This is actually pretty big because it's actually $500 per adult or $1,000 per household. Now the purpose of these $500 payments or $1,000 per household is to overcome the steep price increases of new food and fuel. Those are the two things that they're really trying to combat, and that's an issue not just in New Mexico but all across the United States. And this is really big because right now it's just in the works. There's more than a dozen states that are considering additional payments just like these ones. So it's not just New Mexico, and I've been telling you guys this for the past probably 6 months. Is it not from the federal government that's going to be dishing out these payments? Is going to be specific states or cities. That's where the payments are going to come from. Now gas prices have surged, food prices have gone up, that's obvious. And lawmakers have been saying for months that we have to address the situation before it gets worse. And this additional assistance and relief is desperately needed. So at this time, what we are hearing is that multiple states and cities are considering something very similar. It could be $500 payments, or it could be $250, it could simply be a tax credit, but they're saying they have to do something. But here's something else that's going on. We are now starting to see an increase of proposals for guaranteed income programs. Now, I've been talking about guaranteed income for quite some time, and a lot of people say that now it's just isn't needed. We don't need guaranteed income programs. Some cities, counties, and states say that no, this is a very good thing because this just gets people back on a more of an even playing field. And just in Boulder, Colorado, they're actually preparing to launch a new guaranteed income program as well. As far as the amount, though, it is not currently known that they're expecting, but the assumptions is it's going to be in the range of about $500 per month and will go between 1 to 2 years. And here's the reason why $500 per month is seen as that kind of middle ground. And that's seen as the okay, $500 a month either pushes you up out of that poverty level, or $500 a month is going to get you back on track. But in Ann Arbor, Michigan, they're actually just approved a guaranteed income program for 100 low-income families. This actually can be for $500 per month. We also know in Palm Springs, California, they're planning to develop a guaranteed income program. But for transgender and non-binary residents, their plan is actually to provide between $69 to $100 per month. This will go out to 20 people that meet that requirement. Now here's the interesting thing. In general, a lot of cities, a lot of counties are considering different proposals like this to target specific groups. You don't, maybe voters don't want to see a city, county, or state Europe pass certain legislation to provide stimulus payments to their residents. But if you throw in something like, well, we're going to provide to the lowest income earners, 100 single mothers, transgender residents, and you go and pinpoint these specific pockets throughout the United States. But here's another story I was reading just the other day, and I thought this was very interesting. There's a lot of work from home issues. Now some of the issues are as simple as the employee is at home. They say they're working, but are they really working? Well, here's the other issue. Many workers are now saying that working from home is costing them even more than they originally expected. Now many employers did address this back in the beginning of the pandemic. Many employers are going to be paying less money to people that stayed home. Now they're going to pay less money because what you're staying home, you don't need to buy, you don't need to pay for additional food, right? You don't have this additional travel time, so why should we pay you as much as we did when we were working in our office versus when you're at home? Well, according to multiple employment experts, they say that in the cost incurred by working from home is anywhere between $50 and $200 per month. Now, this is one of the issues is employees, they wanted to work from home until they realize how much it costs. So now many are actually trying to get that money back, get it reimbursed. That I had to pay for internet, I had to pay for printer, I had to pay for all these office supplies, just office supplies alone, easily between $50 to $200 per month. And so that's pretty big, especially when that employee already got a pay cut because they're working from home. So now workers are starting to come back to office. They are doing so, but in doing so, what's happening right now is they're demanding that these wages that they lost. So pretty much the past 2 years. Well, let's say you got $200 per month and that's what it costs you to run. Pretty much operate and do your job out of your home. Well, $200 a month for 1 year, $2,400. Well, if you've done this for 2 years, that is now $4,800. Is $5,000 that an employer would have to pay you. Do you think they're going to do that? Well, probably not, especially when everything's getting more expensive. But again, now this time some are saying that is the hottest job market that we have because we are seeing that US jobless claims they fell to their lowest point since 1968. This actually happened this last week. We only saw 166,000 new jobless claims last week, which is very good. This right now is likely due to rising prices. According to experts, they say people don't want to leave their positions. Employers don't have the luxury that they once did, have hundreds and hundreds of new applicants applying for their jobs every single day. They don't have that luxury, so they got to keep the people that they do have, and the people that are working need to keep the jobs that are currently providing for them and their family. So some major issues here, but one thing I can tell you is when we have so many open positions, there's going to be a lot of movement. And as we see this movement again, people don't want to stay on unemployment because unemployment doesn't pay you what your normal job would. So guess what? People maybe go on unemployment and then they quickly get off of unemployment because guess what? They need to make more money. It's a huge issue. And if we're not seeing stimulus in every single state or every single city or county, guess what? People have to find a way to make more money. So as of right now, that is what we know. There's more stimulus coming. So make sure you stick around, make sure you go and watch more of my videos. Also consider subscribing so you never miss an update. But I just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing and I'll see you guys on the next one.